last time on Rogue Trader Z, we had a bunch of guys go after, we finished up the camp. Holtz was knocked the fuck unconscious, and we were all there, talking about some stuff related to this one last, Drukhari that we had managed to capture. So, the Drukhari was cooperative, because otherwise they would fucking die, because Drukharian nature, and basically we figured out that, hey, you know what's probably going to happen? And she basically mentioned this too. Yeah, they're probably going to go for your ship and try and use that to escape. You may want to, not let them do that. So we decided not to let them do that. Gizmek and the gang teleported with Malachi's power back to about just the border of the forest. So about a mile or something out from the goblins camp, right? Yeah. And we went back there. We went back to our ship that was still being guarded by the regular guys against mainly the chickens. Gizmek got inside and started fucking around with stuff. He basically unplugged the things that would be necessary for it to take flight, that he could plug back in later, and set it up the whole entire thing so that was basically a trap that wasn't too obvious, where if the person went inside, the doors would lock on them, and it would start screaming via the speaker systems, "No fear, no fear, no fear," over and over again ad infinitum. And we heard that from the border of the forest later after we did a little bit of an extra trip back to go see the warp gate. The webway gate that we went to, we got shown by this last Drukhari git, and basically we got told, yeah, so the dude who Holtz was after came here, and he ripped out a power supply and fucking left, and that was basically why he was here. And so we Malachi got that little vision that he gets when he does stuff with tech, as he does, and we basically got the fuck out of there. So we also got some Gizmek also got some wraith bone from the outside of the thing that he's going to use on his death dread eventually, but that's a passing note.
And between sessions, I also got some wraith bone for my own, for my right quote arm.
Yeah.
And so we can
that's it.
Begin this session coming into Holtz as he comes to consciousness.
Where am I right now?
The first thing that you remember was seeing this demon and then just going absolutely ballistic and then feeling a pain in the back of your head and you're groggily coming to and looking around. You're in this dimly lit wooden hut. There's this old woman in the corner.
Does she have knife ears?
No.
Okay.
She's got that leathery, tough skin that the local humans seem to have.
Where is my sword?
All of your stuff, you can see you're wearing just your clothes currently, but you can see all of your stuff in a pile in the corner. See the old woman can slightly seem in the process of passing out. She's kind of sat in a chair beside your bed.
Right. I just I do the quick looky loo around, make sure nothing's trying to kill me.
The back of your head hurts like fuck, but other than that,
yeah. I basically test my muscles, make sure that I can nothing's I can get up if I want to. And I basically just sit up and just start getting out of bed and go get my stuff.
Yeah, so as you get up, you make it a noise, and the woman seems startled awake and notices you. Seems to says something in their language, realizes you don't understand what she says, and then points to the bed and a chair, and then heads out.
I ignore everything that she does and just continue going to get my stuff, and putting things back where they were, making sure that I have everything and nothing's missing.
Yeah, it's like as you're like getting the last of your stuff in, you see the familiar figure of the old man Gary. Come here, say, you are to the being of the wake. That is being the goodness.
Yes, it seems that I was incapacitated for quite some time.
Yes, you had the wanging on the back of the heading.
Indeed. Tell me, where's the rest of my crew?
They went into the forest with one of the elves.
Are they back yet?
Not yet, but they should be varying the soon.
I see. They brought me back here.
And probably like about this point, you start to hear kind of like in the distance a bit this knife here, knife here, knife here.
The hell is that?
Oh, that would be being the trap that your orc did the making of.
Ah. I think I can figure out what happened from here. I step out the door, and I just start heading towards the sound. Partly expecting to meet the rest of the crew there, and partly expecting, just to confirm what I think is happening.
Yeah, Gary kind of follows after you. And yeah, as you get up to there, you'd see like as you leave the gate, you'd see Malachi and Malachi and Gizmek, and then next to it, and then you see the door opens and Gizmek walks in, and then comes back out with this familiar-looking Eldar, unconscious. I know, not unconscious, just tied up.
Gentlemen.
Oi, to get you awake!
Captain, good to see you.
A brief explanation.
Doing the what?
I expect a brief explanation.
Yeah, we captured the git.
You're one. About you. You saw a demon. Kind of lost your shit. Started attacking people.
It was really funny.
Yeah. And so afterwards, we took you back here to get some rest.
I see. And then you predicted that she would come and try and steal the ship, so you set a booby trap for her. Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Well, did you? It's a shame that she's unconscious, because I'd love to just rub it in her face.
That's actually my mistake. She was not unconscious. She got dominated. And
Also, now
it probably wears off about now, and she just does like look around confused for a second and looks extremely pissed.
also, I'm pretty. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure that Gizmek deactivate the alarm.
Oh
Yeah, I did deactivate
yeah.
the alarm at this
Yeah,
point.
the
By the
knife
time
is
you get out here, it's done.
Comes into view with another Drukari, and he was like, which you might slightly recognize, and he's like, "Oh, you finally waken up, Captain."
Oh, you're finally
You
awake.
just crossed that border. Shut the fuck up! We all know it's what's going to. So we all know it's the joke that's being made. Shut up.
Anyways.
Oh, good. You seem to be in control of your faculties. That's wonderful, because now I get to rub it in your face. I didn't actually have to do a damn thing for this.
Yeah, you gotta explode my fucking orc!
Yeah, that's what I was.
I already rubbed it in the face. That was really funny. Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing to do, though.
Hey, go ahead and do it again. It'll be funny to watch again and get pissed.
Well, yes, you got outsmarted by an orc. And, I mean, for all of your planning and your famed, foresight, this is not a good look for you. I must say.
Yeah, she's just like glaring at you, not saying anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're pretending not to understand Low Gothic now. Very well. I'll say this in Eldar for you. You dumber than orc.
I don't know what you just said, but it sounded funny.
She's just like staring at you. It's like, I understand what you're saying. There's not really much to respond to that with.
You can respond with, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I got fucked up by an orc."
I think an orc resorts to using trickery when he could face an opponent head on.
Yeah, you ain't fucking worth it. Fucking run away like a pansy ass bitch. You ain't worth a fight. You had your chance and you fucked up. This is funny.
Well, in any case, you were caught trying to steal from me, and I might consider forgiving you if you get on your hands and knees, kiss my boots, and promise to be my slave forever.
She just like raises an eyebrow and looks down at her tied up. She's like hog-tied.
Hog-tied, okay.
Oh, I imagine so. Like, how has Gizmek tied her up?
Probably about right. You
Yeah.
probably have about the right idea.
Then let me rephrase that. You're going to tell me I might be willing to forgive you if you tell me everything that I want to know about this place.
Doubt there's much that I can tell you. May as well just kill me now and be done with it.
Oh no, this is so much more fun. You Jukari like fun, yes? Or is it only when you're the ones, handing out the fun that you enjoy it?
Hell yeah, it's probably that. Fucking bunch of hypocrites, I is.
Depends on what the fun is.
There was another rogue trader here about, say, a century and a half ago. Tell me what happened.
He's like glances over towards Sator, who's walking with the other Eldar. Seeing that you have Irith there. I doubt there's anything I can tell you that she hasn't already.
Ah, Captain. And Malachi speaks up. Here, allow me to assist in that. And he's going to go ahead and poke your forehead. And with that, you get flashes and visions of Malachi's visions, which is basically he shows of a. This is also in crisp color because now he has an increased psi rating. As the visions appear, it shows a old rogue trader coming up to basically the webway gates. Basically opening up a panel on the side, having a servitor go to that panel and begin messing with some things, instantly basically vaporizing and exploding. And with such, the rogue trader pulls out what appears to be almost a power source or battery from it. And with that, the vision ends.
Holtz just kind of just stares into the middle distance while he contemplates this. Is like, First of all, wait for my permission to do that. Second of all, wow, I guess there really is no reason to keep you alive. Is there a reason to keep you alive?
I mean, you could kill my shit, but otherwise, not really.
Yeah, she kind of blinks. Seems like, not really. Might as well just kill me now.
That's so boring. I have an idea. Hey, Malarkey.
Yeah.
You can make people say things, right?
You could try and torch me to death instead. That at least might be enjoyable.
Yeah, torture's boring. Well, torture yourself to death.
Yeah, I can make people. What are you thinking, Gizmek?
They really don't like this one word that we've been saying.
You see Sator backing away with the where you throw away the weapons, her weapons, I mean, and you just see him kind of getting further away with her and just whipping the agonizer around.
Wait, so Sator's taking the other Drukari with the agonizer and just like kind of practicing?
No, he's just trying to get used
he's
to it,
thinking
that's
about
all.
really backing away, I think.
Okay.
Behind the shuttle and all.
And what word is that, Gizmek?
They don't like the name of this one, Chaos, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to draw her hair either.
I think I can handle a little bit more than you can, you fucking crazy bitch.
I think we've had enough of demons for one day. But
I don't know. Hey, they could go out into the field there, and I could just keep playing the speaker for them.
well,
That's an
Gizmek,
idea too.
Seeing as this was is basically your accomplishments, you can do with her as you will.
All right. So Gizmek's gonna go and grab the speakers from the ship. So to summarize basically what Gizmek's gonna do, he's gonna grab all these speakers and he's gonna rig them to say something specific, and then he's gonna drag her out into like random part of the wilderness after we're all done.
Oh boy.
She doesn't say anything, he's used to have all the speakers there.
As for the other one, Sator, why do you still have her around?
And yeah, you'd see the other one just has like handcuffs and that's it.
She's more useful than you think.
Hmm. And in what way?
Well, she was quite, how do you say it, compliant with our demands. And I quite learned a few things about their race. Oh, and now I'm learning how to use this. What was it called again?
Agonizer?
Yes, agonizer. Bit on the nose.
Mm-hmm. And you want me to let her on the ship?
Just tell him what he wanted again.
I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna just like cause havoc on your ship or anything.
But he has yet to explain to me how you could make me money.
Well, I can show you some stuff about how the Drukari do things. I can show you how to use some of the weapons. It can help if you ever encounter them. Well, us. If you ever get a prisoner, well, we know how to deal with that.
And Sator, you're willing to take responsibility for this one?
Yes, I'll fully take responsibility for her actions on the ship, more than a rat skin, wherever he even is. In all honesty, he's probably Gizmek's problem, so whatever.
Only I wish still, if the captain allows it, to at least to perform an evaluation over her before she even steps foot on the ship.
Do as you will. My ship's already a madhouse as it is.
About at this moment, I imagine Gizmek comes out like arms full of fucking like stuff for goddamn
You got like
speaker
4 different kind of
system,
speakers.
and he just like shoves them all into one hand very precariously, and then starts dragging the one Eldar that we don't give a shit about with the
Just
other
like a
hand across the ground.
cable drifting behind you, connecting to the ship, because you just got all of these speakers in the one hand, and then pick her up by the ropes and start carrying her over. You're carrying her out, and yeah, I presumably just like set her out a bit, plop her down, and set the speakers like around her.
Yep.
Hold on, one moment.
Yeah. And then, yeah, what do the speakers start doing after you step away?
They start blaring the obvious name of She Who Thirsts. In
Which is? How does Gizmo say
Slaanesh!
it?
Slaanesh! Slaanesh! Hey Slaanesh, you got a mail here! Hey Slaanesh!
I think you guys can see her there. It's like gritted teeth, annoyed by the noise, but nothing happens. After like a couple minutes of that repeating.
Yeah, Gizmek just leaves her to listen to the name.
See? In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing? Well, Slanesh is just being repeated by the speakers in Gizmek voice. And Akishi is looking just annoyed and a bit hurt by the loud noises in her ears.
Malachi wants to go ahead and he wants to cast a spell on, if we're keeping this Drukari, of course, on her. Which
This is on Sator, so like I'm letting
What do
him.
you mean a spell? You don't have spells.
yet I can cast.
Don't you fucking stop with the goddamn like literal thing? You know what we're doing. It's gotten to the breaking point. I will fucking gut your family.
It's not a power, not a spell.
Shut up! You've gotten your like 2 seconds of fucking like fame.
Yeah.
Malachi wants to go ahead and reprogram her.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be a short one, so it'd be sculpt synopsis. Or at 4 degree, or basically it needs to have 4 attempts at it.
She won't be resisting it. Could you do it at the half psi rating level?
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Yeah, because then you don't need to roll, because you could just keep doing it until it succeeds.
Yep. No
She
worries.
wouldn't really be resisting. There'd be the just base level that instinctually you can't resist doing. But yeah, she's going to be this knowing that it's probably not the best thing to let it happen, but also knowing that not letting it happen would be worse. So sitting there and taking it.
So basically, she's going to go ahead and get reprogrammed on basically knowing that. Also, by the way, Zach, roll a d5 for me.
3.
She gets 3 insanity points.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm just saying, just in case. And basically, it is going to be that she knows that she's going to know that from her experience with Malachi, she's going to go ahead and know that no matter where she is, no matter where she goes and what she does, she believes that he is able to always scry on her, to be able to see her through the warp and basically be able to go ahead and just cast his powers on her. As a sort of, a fear tactic.
A deterrent.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever she does.
She's being watched.
Every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you.
Yeah, I think that's something that you could do. It's a fairly shallow level, but yeah. You can do that. You can put in there that she basically add in a belief into her head that you can always know what she's up to.
Yep.
Yeah. It's easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Which, like, for the reprogramming, it wouldn't be like you're telling her that you're like adding in like memories to her. You'd just be telling her you're putting like this sensor in to let you spy on her.
Yep.
So that happens. She sits there, like kind of squinting a bit as it happens, but other than that, no real response.
Nice. All right, Sato, she's all yours.
Great.
Now then, since we have what we came here for, I suppose there's a little bit of extraneous business to take care of. Gary.
Yes.
I would like to arrange for the a mass deal, a bulk buy of these chickens.
But we already did the sending of several of the cratings of the chickens.
I already have the chickens on the ship.
For future reference, I might be sending some more people.
You'd be coming back to getting the more of the chickens?
Not me personally, but I might be arranging for someone else to mass produce them for factory purposes.
Not be knowing what the factory is.
They'll explain it to you, but they'll be if everything works out, they'll probably be wanting more of these.
Would we be getting anything? Because we'd be needing lots of the chickens.
Yes, you'll be getting things in return. I'll be trying to arrange that. But since you're here, what sort of things would you need?
Well, the chickens being our main source of the food.
Mm-hmm. So a way to make sure that you get adequate eating adequate food. So basically, just make sure that they're mass produced. Possibly have the factory here. Mm-hmm.
Not be knowing what that means.
Talking to myself, Gary.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll probably have to have a. Oh, and you'll probably need to be aware of the God Emperor. That is his true nature.
Would that be being the big gold daddy?
Malachi, you can do that thing, right?
Yes. You're going to need to be more specific, Captain.
You do the mind thing, where you show him how big the galaxy actually is, or something. I don't know.
Yes.
You do this thing, and I don't listen. You're trying to get me to explain your own powers, do you? I don't know how this works, man.
Listen, I have many powers, and they all come from my mind. I am just curious on which one you meant. Okay. Now, Malachi's going to go ahead and go up to him and just say, all right, now you're going to go ahead and see something interesting. This is the God Emperor, and with Malachi's time at the palace, would he be able to actually show, what the Emperor, is pictured as, or what he looks like?
Do you show him, the skeleton on the throne, or do you show him, the big gold boy?
Oh god, he'd have to explain the entire Horus Heresy, wouldn't he?
Oh no.
I don't have time for this.
Alright, you guys got 5 hours!
So, about 10,000 years ago, the Emperor created
And chaos or something radiated them across the universe.
No, that's another month of explaining before you even get to chaos.
Wait,
10,000 years history, man.
I got an idea. Fucking hold on. Malachi's just and sleep. And he's going to go ahead and put him in a Daisy situation with, again, program. And he's going to begin sculpting his, again, at half power. He's just going to begin, shoving in the memories of just, fucking there. All right, this is going to save us so much time.
You just give him.
I'm putting... Oh, hey, the nuclear silos are going off. That's awesome.
If you see a mushroom cloud, be afraid.
If he sees a mushroom cloud, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's already over.
Oh god.
People of the Commonwealth, be not
You've already been
People of the Commonwealth.
Oh my god, they won't shut up. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and roll another d5 just to see how much insanity this guy takes.
Ooh,
But
5.
that might straight up make him insane.
Yeah, how much does 5 insanity do to a normal NPC?
I know that you need. I know that from the fucking Into the Storm rules, if an NPC gets 10 insanity, a normal random NPC gets 10 insanity or 10 corruption, they instantly die.
Treat
He
it,
just gained 5.
you treat it as multiples of 10 per insanity point, so it would be like 50 insanity.
Jesus.
So imagine,
He's
you know, the
halfway
intro.
to being rendered insane by this.
So you know the entire kind of like the Big Bang theory intro, just all that flashing stuff like that. That's what's going on as Malachi's just shoving that info into his brain.
He just forced to like comprehend like the majesty of the Emperor, like the vastness of the galaxy and everything and all that. And he's just like,
That hurt.
Oh my god, the nukes just go off already! Goddamn
You
it!
should have.
That's just
You
his
should
head.
have.
That's just the sirens in his head.
Yep.
Uh,
You should have also
He's-
shoved up
he's-
and.
He's starting to realize the expanse of the Master of Mankind's
he's
domain.
starting to believe. Yes, he's just that's like eyes wide, so leaning back, like the fuck. And you can see he's being hit by all of this in like half a second as the memories kick in. He's like,
Does he gain an ill or like a disorder from this?
oh, basically
Oh,
50 insanity. Yeah, he's not doing too good.
Oh boy. No, okay, what have you done?
I got bored, so I click fast forward.
Let me check what exactly 50 insanity does.
Oh boy.
Getting insane. There we go.
Eurotil is basically an actual character, so he's not.
He is disturbed
So you...
just off of being
Oh,
unhinged.
oh boy. Poor
Given that
Gary.
he's an old guy who's been think he would probably have had like 10 already, so he's at 60, which is unhinged.
Oh god. Did you also shove up a fucking low gothic learning
Teach him
his
low
range?
gothic at the same time, add another 40 insanity, just drive him over the edge.
Terminally insane.
He was the only person here who spoke Low Gothic.
Don't worry, Captain. I can teach others.
You give him a grammar
No,
lesson and he
no.
fucking falls apart.
Let's see, what madness is he gonna get?
Oh boy. Fun.
Yeah, I think as that happens, he's kind of like recoiling. And then see, he reaches down, picks up a rock, and starts gouging it into his eye.
Oh no.
That doesn't seem too right.
Are you gonna try and stop him, or you just let him?
Yeah, Malachi's gonna try and stop him. Just like, wait.
Yeah, roll a strength.
Okay.
I would assume Gizmek's back at this point. Can he do it instead?
I mean, would Gizmek stop the git?
0.2.
Yeah, he rolled a 78. So yeah, you pull him back. It's like he's very much messed up the one eye, but the other eye is intact. He just says like,
Okay.
I have done the seeing.
Yes. It's a lot to take in, isn't it?
I cannot be seeing anything again. Nothing else will do the comparing.
Don't worry, you'll figure it out.
Oh. He's going to. Okay.
My eyes not be the needed.
But they're still the needed.
They are very much still the needed, yes.
You're still talking about gouging out his own eyes?
I have been seeing the gold daddy.
And now you have undertaken the grand quest to expand his domain.
Seeing the Big Daddy is supposed to make you the blind.
That is what happened with me.
Yes, I must be doing the blind.
No.
I cannot be doing the seeing. He's like trying to bring the rock up to his eyes, but you just are holding him back because he's like a 70-year-old man. He's fairly weak.
Oh boy, I'm going to need to put. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I got it, Captain. Okay, says while holding him. Second being opposed willpower.
Okay. Given the lack of sanity, I'm going to reduce his sanity down. Down from 30, he's going to be at 20 now. He succeeded by 3.
But did he beat 8.2 degrees of
But
success?
he succeeded by 0.3 degrees of success.
I rolled a 9.
Oh god.
You rolled a 17.
God damn it! I hate. Malachi is going to try and unfuck himself in this situation, and he's using master manipulation to go ahead and tell him, if you were to blind yourself, the great Sky Daddy, the Golden Daddy, would be very displeased.
What power are you using here?
Master manipulation.
That's like you tell them the one fact and they believe it, right?
Yeah. How to counter insanity other than psychological, more psychological damage.
God, fucking.
Does that power cause insanity?
I don't think so. I think it's. Hold on. Oh, it causes fatigue on me. That's why. You could flavor it if you want to cause more insanity.
I would, but he could very well just go permanently fully insane from it.
Oh boy, this is.
I'll say he'll gain a bit.
Because he's
Poor.
actually tired from this.
Poor fucking Gary.
He's at 80. He's up to deranged now.
Holt just kind of pinches his brow. Just like,
Oh,
this is
I
not
need to do
what I
the
wanted.
seeing. I must be
No,
seeing
Tony.
anything that's great again.
But if you
I just
disappoint.
want- You know what? I asked for this. This is what I should have. This is what I get. We're trying to take the easy way out. This is. You know what?
This is why I didn't like any of the weird boys when I was on the ship.
Okay. I think
Just made all the orcs act cuckoo.
Sator just looks over. He sees fucking Gary with one left eye shaking and all, and then he looks at the other. What did he do to you?
Right, you look at Era.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You can watch me now, I think.
Well, at least not as bad as whatever the fuck is going on there.
Yeah, this time people like I think Drukari are enough that like they would take insanity like a PC.
Yeah, that's fine.
rather than take 10 times like
She's
But
she's
a
a name.
alien on some other planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
She's semi-important, so it's like.
more used to stuff that causes insanity. If they died
Yeah.
at 10, they would not still be around. This guy's just like shaking and looking up at the sky. I need to do the spreading of the word of the Gold Daddy.
Good. Malachi kind of pats him on the shoulder.
Okay. Well, that's handled.
I'm done.
Casually brought the guy from like 2 to 80 insanity in like 5 minutes.
Poor fucking
On
Gary.
that note, I think we're done here. I have no more business here. Shall we head back to the Blackstone?
Yes.
Does Gizmo have to say anything?
Whatever.
As you can
You
see
don't want
that Akishi is still there, tied up, surrounded by these speakers that are repeating Sunesh. and nothing has happened yet.
Are we just going to leave her like that?
God, she keeps rolling 70s for trying to escape. She has 60 agility.
Jesus.
You see that like wiggling a bit, like clearly trying to get out of the bonds, but yeah, not like any like massive efforts of panic or anything, just more of a freak out of these first.
So I'm just gonna go plasma pistol her in the face. Is anyone going to stop me?
No.
No. Okay.
Gizmek doesn't
I go
give a
plasma
shit.
pistol her- I go plasma pistol in
Traitor
the
also
face.
doesn't give a shit.
She's tied up. You just go up to the back of her head, and you're like, as you bring out the fish, finally, it just turns to ash.
Are you going to take her
Shit,
armor
my
down?
thing didn't work. Would've been funnier to
didn't
see
wear
some
head
like
armor,
tentacles or some shit come out.
She didn't
We
wear head
already
armor.
have a... Yeah, we already have a set of her armor, so it's like, whatever.
I don't want Yukari boob on me, so
Hey, you can give it to that pilot female friend of yours.
Wanda?
Keep in mind, Eldaros is like 7 foot tall. It would not fit
Yep.
Wanda. Wanda.
Hey, we can just scrunch it a little bit.
5'5".
Yeah, it's fine. We can just scrunch it a little bit.
I am so sorry for what I have done. Malachi makes a YouTuber apology.
I have made a sustained and continuous lapse in judgment.
No, first breathe your deep sigh inwards. I didn't want to make this video today, Cooper.
Oh, and are we just going to
He's holding his
leave
chicken,
now?
looking at it, petting it like a dog.
I didn't want to make this
My
video.
God,
Cooper.
this is going to be so
Oh,
dumb.
God.
Oh god.
I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, let's move
Yeah.
forward.
Back on track.
Are we going to leave now or
Yes.
or
Yeah.
visit the orcs?
I believe you guys wanted to see the orcs before you left.
Yeah, we wanted to see the orcs.
You wanted to see the orcs.
Well, I wanted to see the orcs to punch them into shape because they're not being orcs. They're being too nice.
All right, we can go see the orcs.
Yeah, we'll
but,
just
like,
do a
we're-
brief
we're-
run by
we're-
there.
We're leaving here.
Yes.
After that, yeah, we're leaving.
Get in the shuttle. Gizmek fixes it. Probably go turn on. The thing's closed down. It starts blaring knife here, and Gizmek just undoes it and then fixes it. Yeah. You guys fly over towards the place where. Well,
How long have we had that
guy.
red undo button? That's always
Hey, don't worry about it.
Head over to where the insane guy, previously known as Gary, direct said that the orcs were.
He's gonna start preaching the Sky Daddy now.
Head over, and yeah, you find the orc settlement. It's bigger than the goblins, but like there's no wall. It's all just like the buildings.
It's all open. I haven't even got defenses. What the fuck is this?
And like as you're coming down, you see like a group starting to like build up outside. So similar look to the goblins. They got the tough like dark skin. The reasons why you see they don't have like muskets and like primitive guns like the other ones did. They're holding what looks like almost like war scythes.
At least they got choppers.
Yeah, and they have this like armor. It's like a mix of like wood, leather, and like no, there is no plates. It's a mix of like leather and like wood reinforcement, similar to like the wood elves. And they do have a similar mask to theirs, but theirs has like holes in their mouth to breathe through.
Gizmek just strolls on up to them and he's just like, I heard you was orcs. You don't look like orcs to me.
Just oh yeah, we being the orcs, eh? We the Autocratic Republic of Caridians, eh?
Oh no.
The orcs are fucking Canadians.
We're the Autocratic Republic of Caridians, eh?
Also,
Autocratic what? What?
it's an acronym, of course.
He didn't even spell that one word right! The fuck's a Caridian?
Oh, that'd be being where we be being originally from. That'd be being the planet that we were on before we came. No, what am I doing now, Gary? Slipped into Gary.
They're being Canadian Gary.
What's a Canadian?
I don't know, but it sounds awful. Sounds like they apologize too much.
We're from the planet of Caridia, eh? That'd be where that's where we were from before we came here.
I just like said a subtle vox to Wanderer, be like, does Caridia ring a bell?
Yes, Caridia is a place. Let me get you the basic info that she can
Caridia
tell
is
you.
a place on Earth? No.
It is. It's a death world. It is supremely cold. It never gets above the highest ever recorded temperature is like 5 degrees Celsius, and often is a fuck ton lower. Yeah, this is like a very, very cold death world.
And what do they offer to the Imperium?
They make some very good guard regiments.
Very good.
Like Valhallans that are very good at fighting in cold environments. The people actually can't sweat, so they really don't like hot environments. Which, considering this place, these guys must have adapted. They also produce a metal that is psychically reactive.
Okay.
That is like semi-organic that it grows on that planet.
Do you relay this to the orc in any way, shape, or form? No? All right. I mean, you did just say that you don't really say anything, but it's just like Gizmex is just like, is Caridia one of them Yumi planets?
Yes, that. Oh yeah, that's where we were from before we got sent here, eh?
And why did you get sent here?
Our ancestors did some bad things, so we got sent here.
Oh. Well, that's fucking boring. Why are you calling yourself orcs? When you're using orc-like.
For the autocratic Republic of Caridians.
Yeah! But they call you orcs!
Yes, because that is what they do. That's how you shorten it. Take the letters and make it into a word.
It's a weird Yumi concept of yours, he says, turning to Malarkey.
It's called an acronym.
Acronym!
Yes. Like how you call me Malarkey when my name is actually... Never mind. Malachi, there's an evil twin named Malachi now on the ship for Gizmek.
Yep.
Eh? What was you getting at? Whatever. Don't care. Gizmek turns back to them and is just like, well, if it's going to stand for orcs, then you need to still be orky!
Oh, we aren't orcs. Orcs is spelled with a K.
What?
God damn.
What the fuck did you just say?
We're orcs with a C. Orcs is spelled with a K.
Yeah! Why are you spelling it with a C? I don't understand these Yumis!
It stands for Autocratic Republic of Caridia, eh?
Ah!
Gizmek, we should get the fuck out of here.
I don't get why this is so confusing for you.
Gizmek pulls out his fucking Gauss rifle and just fires it at his feet and runs and walks away.
That's just quite rude, isn't it? Can't be doing shoot at people like that.
Malachi is going to, with his like Master Orator perk, he's going to go ahead and say, "Hi, do you have any?" Some people just respond hi back. We came from the sky.
That you did.
Do you worship the Sky Daddy? What the goblins worship?
Oh no, we worship the Emperor.
Oh my God! Thank you. Okay.
The rest of them didn't keep that good records, eh?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Okay, we're sending them.
Oh my emperor.
Yes. Listen. We want to go ahead and. Is it all right if we make a trade route with you or work something out?
Well, what kind of things do you want to be trading with, eh?
You got chickens or whatever.
We don't have the chickens. We ain't the type to eat shit. Come on. It's a bit weird, ain't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah. But they okay.
they
If you can,
metal.
yes, they eat metal, which is great from where we're coming from and where we're going. So
I'm
If
most
you-
of your stuff made of metal.
I know, but
Other
I under,
places.
yes, other places that want to come and trade with you are made of metal.
Yeah, so why'd you want the chickens? They'd eat all your stuff, wouldn't they?
Well, if we captured them, we could go ahead and use them for food and also welding and stuff like that.
Or cutting through, whatever. I don't know. Gizmek just slowly wanders back because it seems like you guys weren't following him.
We're saying that if you can start growing these chickens, you would get a lot of people willing to trade with you. The sky people.
Well, they should
They-
keep
they
working on that, I guess. Ain't too hard to catch them. They're not really afraid of
I
us.
was thinking you need to call it Sky People. I think these two have two brain cells to rub together.
Yes,
Okay.
Malachi. They know about the Imperium.
All right. I apologize. It's just,
He's been too used to Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary's a fucking idiot.
Oh, that Oh.
Yeah, the goblins aren't the smartest. There's a reason they're named after the goblins. Goblins aren't known for being smart.
I just want to say that if he acts fanatical, by this quote-unquote Sky Daddy, treat him with caution.
Oh
Just to
yeah, he did, the Malarkey did the thing with the rubbing in his head.
He was
What?
acting a bit weird when we arrived there.
What are you talking about? You rubbed all around his dome and made him act all... Why do you keep making noises to talk over me? It just turns into this squabbling between Gizmek and Malarkey where he's trying to get him to shut up and Gizmek just doesn't get it. We ain't to you!
Holt steps in to negotiate with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malachi and Gizmek are in the background, just like
We're just gibbering at each other like a bunch of dipshits.
So to reiterate, we're planning on setting up a trade route between here and potentially a Forge World, in a nearby system. They'll be very interested in these quote chickens, so that they could potentially to help build their machines.
You call them anything other than chickens?
We can work on capturing them. It ain't too hard, and they reproduce pretty damn quick.
So, do you have another name for them besides chickens?
Not really. We don't really call them. We just ignore them. They're everywhere.
Fair enough.
We'll come up with one. I
Uh,
recommend Gibbons.
Well, you can call them what you want, really. I don't think they mind.
are you the leader of this group? What's your name?
Pretty much. Fuck you.
What?
He wins! He won! He won tabletop!
Need to get a
You
name
what?
for him now.
What's your name? No. Oh, your name's Fuck You.
Nah, he didn't actually say that.
No, your name's Fuck You. That's his name. Fuck you. All right.
Fuck you.
You know, that sounds a little bit profane. Coming from off-world here. The Imperium will probably not take kindly to your name. You may want to get it redone.
Oh,
You can't
Oh,
escape
God.
it now. The bitch's name is Fuck
Yeah.
You.
And then,
Emperor.
and then this is his son.
Oh boy. Oh yes, my name is Fuck You.
His name is Fuck You, and his son's name is Fuck Eat.
This is his wife.
Fuck her.
Oh,
They're the Fork family. You see, the thing is, around in the Orc land over here, they do the surnames first, sort of like Japanese style. And this is a Fuck family.
This is a fuck family.
Yeah, this is a Fuck family. They're the cluster fucks. God damn it.
Oh, my name is
They're
Jason.
the clusters.
No, your name is Fuck
My
You.
name is Jason. My name is Jason.
You're not allowed to escape this.
That's pretty normal.
I'm sending them to you. So, yeah.
Right. We can work on getting the chickens.
Uh,
It's not too hard. They're pretty damn quick. They just kind of pop when you're not looking.
fantastic.
Oh fuck!
This will make
Also,
so much
fuck you for making that name after you posted that fucking mask reference. Fuck you. Their name is fuck you. Fuck your reference. I'm not going to refer to him as anything else. God damn it! He posted a fucking hockey mask, by the way, for context, for those of you who can't see, when he was referring to their masks and shit and what they look like, and they just names this dude Jason. Like, what the fuck, man?
His name is Jason Faku.
Jason, fuck you.
Oh, Jason, do you happen to have any psychers in your village?
Oh no, we haven't had any right now. It's been a while since we got in the psyker.
Oh my god, thank god. I'm just saying, they do some really fucked up shit with their psychers. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, because they think they're called witches. We tried to tell them, but they don't want to listen.
If any black ships come, just try and give them whatever training you can. Just try and keep them
We
calm.
don't know how to do the training. None of us are psychers.
No worries. Just don't worry about it.
You sure we just don't want to take the get along and put him in daycare?
No.
I mean, we could just leave him with some of our servitors or some shit.
Illegal. You're rogue traders. You can do what you want with civilizations that you find.
No, I mean, but wait. What if we taking a psychic child is against the Imperium law, though? Basically, harder to one.
technically, I am the law.
Yeah, he's the law on this planet. Hasn't been officially returned to the Imperium yet. We're in that process, but if we take a child and then we don't record it, I can't believe the orc has to explain this to you.
Yeah, 'cause it's only illegal if somebody knows about it and cares.
Yeah,
They don't care.
You know what? Knowing that, Malachi is going to go ahead and think, holy shit, that kid is going to die in the hands of those goblins.
Oh, by then.
You know, I don't mind if you want to adopt the kid. Just don't let him near my shit.
You know what? We have enough problems to deal with. That kid is going to do fine.
Holtz, like, low-key breathes a sigh of relief.
You see Malachi, you see Sator teleport right next to you, and he's like, oh yeah, remember to not keep him close to Iratil, and then he teleports away.
To where?
You're at the other fucking...
I'm at the shuttle, basically.
Oh.
Alright.
Casually teleport into the shuttle to show off.
No, here's the thing. Sator literally goes to a different timeline. Fucking...
Yep.
So Sator
goes-
in this timeline, he disappeared, and he's just gone forever. That's it. And then now he was always there. Just fucking boom.
God name.
Fucking navigators are also bullshit.
Fucking timeline physics. Anyway.
On this note, I'm
Anyway.
heading back to the shuttle. I'm heading back to the Blackstone. We're leaving.
Yeah, these guys ain't even orcs. Let's fucking go.
Will do.
As we walk off, you can all like notice Gizmek like very haughtily turn around and start to flip them off as he leaves.
Well, that's quite rude, eh?
You're not even orc! I was lied to!
With the autocratic...
I don't care about your acronyms!
Gizmek, say you're sorry.
No! Gizmek just
Gizmek.
continues walking to the ship and he starts blaring the speakers saying, "You ain't orcs!" The speakers that are still there somehow, even though he uninstalled them before.
I'm sorry for his behavior. He yells. Look out.
Don't be sorry for me, be sorry for these non-orcs!
Holtz just starts flying the ship away.
Yeah, it's just like Gizmek screaming out the window incomprehensibly as we fly away, and then you shut the window on him. Because there is no fucking window in this dingy ass ship, too.
You guys head off of I forget what the place is called.
Do we go?
Feudal planet, fuck it.
Australia. Australia.
Esquila.
Feudal planet Australia, fuck you, and your shitty orcs.
Australia.
Yeah. Head back up into space and you get back to your ship. Where things make sense.
We found the feudal world of Australia, which wasn't populated by Australians, it was populated by Canadians and dipshits.
Oh, no. We just happened to land by the dipshit tribe.
Yeah.
We just happened to land by the dish.
Yeah. The
Coincidence.
goblins are the only ones that are that dumb. The rest of them are basically fine.
Oh boy. We met
Wow.
the other randos going around them. That's why the fucking Drukhari raided them, because they were the most dumbasses.
Yeah.
And the others were like, wow, these guys actually fight back and they're actually somewhat intelligent. Let's just take these dumbasses who they don't care about.
Holy shit. We just... Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
I would have been remiss to not meet Gary, though. He's a pretty funny
And then
kid.
drive him insane before you leave.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh god.
Why
not
are you
only
so?
did I
Why
have
were
to
you
deal
so
with that
picky
dumbass-
about me telling them that you probed around his mind?
Let's just say that I didn't... Well...
I mean, they
don't
already
like
knew you
things-
was a psycho.
I don't like things leading back to me, Gizmek. And plus, I didn't want to ruin any diplomatic relations we had.
Why are you so worried about that? If it leads back to you and you don't like him, you just crump it.
I'm not worried about it. I don't want to upset our boss over here, though.
Well, why you should give a shit about him? He says, turning to Holtz and just remembering how you went insane and laughing like an idiot. Yeah, that was funny.
You know, I can't just dump you out of the shuttle by just turning it sideways.
Yeah, and no, you can't, because I fucking installed a fucking kill switch. I've done it before and I'll do it again, he says, holding up like a bright red button out of his fucking pocket.
Oh, God.
I basically, in my head, it's headcanon that if Gizmek fucks around with any significant enough piece of technology, he also installs a kill switch. It's habit now.
Oh no. Data's Warface is going to have another kill.
He's just gonna have a fucking keychain of kill switches and forget which one's which.
Just, yeah.
He goes up to Blackstone while we're on the planet. He's like,
Rope's wrong one.
Whoops, wrong one. Hello, we can build another ship, right?
Holt is just staring at the sky at the exploding ship that was his, his dynasty, and just Gizmek just says, "Right."
Right then.
Make another one. Oh boy, anyway. Back to the...
We'll make our own.
Blackstone.
We'll make our own dynasty with blackjack and hookers. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get
Alright.
back into space. You return to the ship. Be like, yeah,
So
come
Holt,
again.
where the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah,
Holt,
so,
where are you going?
Let him talk. Let him fucking talk. Go ahead, Zach.
Zach. You.
Yeah, you get back onto the ship, probably like coming in via the cargo hold, and you see the about 4 crates that you got the chickens in, just like shifting a bit. Assuming presumably the chickens inside move around.
alright, time for an experiment. You there. Pick up one of those lizard things.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Did they bite? Is it
Only
dangerous?
Only if you hurt them.
Okay, I'll be gentle. He goes up and like cracks open one of the crates and gingerly reaches in and comes out holding this chicken.
Close it
And
back
that's
up.
Elbows the lid shut and is just holding this chicken that's just looking around.
Alright, come with me. And I go to the trophy room where the Necron corpse is.
He follows after you, kind of holding the chicken out at arm's length. It's like,
By the way, Holtz didn't even break stride like while he was ordering
Yeah.
that. So like
yeah,
he has
holding
the
the
right
chicken
hand up.
like you hold a baby that's like swallowed itself. It's like, arm's length, just following.
Yep.
Yep.
And I take it to the Necron thing, and there's like, hold the thing out so that its beak is next to the foot of the Necron.
Lifts it up like Simba from The Lion King. He kind of brings his mouth and just starts chewing into the foot, and then starts making quick progress. He's like holding us, he like moving it forward so he can keep eating. It's like the foot, the ankle goes up, gets about halfway up the leg before it stops. It is noticeably bloated.
Right. I pull it away. Yeah, I let it pull away.
Like happily clicking.
And I watch the leg to see if it regrows.
You see, it's starts like very slowly, like regrowing. It doesn't heal like the quickest, but it starts like very slowly, like drip in, grow more of it. Then you hear the chicken like, it starts like squirming and like panicking in the guy's hands. It's like, what do I do?
Oh, this is funny.
What do I do?
It's gonna start regrowing in his fucking stomach. Oh no!
Yeah. And after a moment, there's a like wrenching as like a foot shoots out of its stomach. It stops squirming and dies, and then pops. This like explodes into goo, as then like a leg just drops to the floor.
Holtz had the good sense to back up.
Yeah, the guy just says like,
Alright.
Does he take insanity points from this?
Clean this
probably
up.
a couple.
Yeah, no. Holtz is just like, all right, clean this up and bring the leg back to the bring the
There's
bit.
something in my mouth. Is it toxic?
I don't know.
He's like eyes closed, trying to like, find something to like wipe his mouth on, but he's covered in. So he's like, help!
Clean yourself up. Clean this mess up. Bring that leg back to the bridge.
Where's the stuff? Is it toxic?
I don't know. Questions for later.
Holtz walks away.
Yep, Holtz talks away. Orders.
This poor intern. He's
Fucking
just an
bitch.
intern.
It's not the worst thing to have happened to him, probably.
Honestly,
Probably
I mean,
not
actually,
the worst.
Probably is. Like, I don't know.
What could be toxic goo. He's told to clean it up while he's got some in his mouth.
If it is toxic, yeah.
It's an
If it is
experiment.
toxic, yep. If it is toxic, we can just use the chicken as suicide bomber.
I mean, you guys ate it shit, so presumably not.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's funnier this way. So,
It's funnier to leave him in fear.
yep.
Just walk off, and this guy just panicking, doesn't know what to do. And
Yeah.
Holtz feels like strange about himself.
it's like the next time you go in the room, it's all been cleaned up. So presumably he worked it out. You don't know.
I also told him to bring the leg back to the bridge. The leg that popped out.
Yeah, it's like probably like an hour later, and he just comes in holding the leg.
Go tell the mess hall that you've earned a steak dinner. Or whatever the steak dinner equivalent on the Blackstone is.
You give him a voucher.
I give him a voucher.
Yeah. He takes it and very gratefully runs off. You're not sure if he's grateful for the coupon or just from being not
Gone.
having to do any more shit. Yeah. How about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
I guess Beck is probably gonna get back to. Actually, no. Sator's been waiting a good while. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I need. Yeah, I basically need to check up with. First, I'm gonna find. I have to find a room for Iratil. Would Holtz arrange that like a prisoner room, basically?
Yeah, probably like a. She'd probably be staying like I don't know if we have a brig, but like.
Yeah, he'd have a break.
Okay, yeah, no, she'd probably stay in the
You
brig.
have a place to put the crew when they misbehave. You got a crew of 24,000.
Oh, you have a way to punish them now.
Yeah. You have to have a break in a crew this size.
Okay,
You
well,
don't have like 10 people. You have 24,000.
she's in the brig.
Right.
Yep. Anyway, I'm going to go to Gizmek basically because I want to ask him to basically check on my power fist. Gizmek,
Eh,
can you check out my power fist for a bit? I think there
Oh,
are
yeah.
some problems with it.
let me see. Gizmek just like drags you by the scruff of the neck over to like a rudimentary ass fucking like operating table and like puts you down on it. Like he does this all
Yeah.
really roughly and non-caringly because he's used to dealing with orcs, and if he were to be a pain boy, he'd be a really rough pain boy, like all pain boys are. So you probably got a few scrapes and bumps and bruises as he's doing this. Just to,
Sator doesn't care, he's already used to this.
yeah, he tosses you on the thing and starts looking at the arm on it. He's just like, yeah, what's up again?
Every time I punch anything, when I try to crump some gates with it, I remember how it felt when we did that. Fuck, I literally forgot what it was called. What we did at the thing. Hand.
The bender.
Yeah, not the bender. 3 sessions ago, the hand wrestling.
Oh, the
Remember
arm
how it
wrestling.
felt when I smacked your? Yeah. Remember how it felt when we had arm wrestling at the feast on Esquila? Well, imagine that, but 5 times worse and throughout your entire body.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound too good, but what I can tell you is, this is some shitty Yumi tech.
Yeah. Does Gizmek want to actually like find out what the problem is?
Yeah, let me do a tech thing to see if he can figure out like a way to like rig it so it doesn't fucking exhaust him every goddamn time.
Yeah. Roll tech use plus 10. This is just like find out what the problem is.
Tech use plus 10, and then an additional plus 10 from my talented.
Mhm.
I probably gotta use my combi tool too, so an additional plus 10.
Isn't it plus
So,
100 now? Total.
I'm at 93. I rolled a 7.7 degree success.
You start looking at it a bit, and yeah, you see what the problem is. It's just like it generates more energy than it needs, and it has nowhere else to go, so it shocks through Sator. Essentially, you could fix it fairly easily, like adding some capacitors and like other ways for it to shoot out the energy, or just like reducing the amount of energy it produces.
Do we have that material on hand, or would we need it at the Forge World?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too hard. With 7 degrees, you know an easy way to do it. It's like
Isn't
putting in like limiters and that, so it won't produce as much energy per hit.
Also,
Yeah, which is hilarious because that's completely not the orc way to go, but this guy's been bitching about it, so he's going to do like an un-orc-y fix.
You could do it another way if you want.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's the different
make
way?
it so that when the energy goes through, it doesn't go through him; it punches out from the fist.
So it goes
Like,
out in a shockwave instead.
Basically, just give it like exhaust ports at the front that give out a shockwave instead.
And it starts. You give it no, let me. I want to say something real quick. It gives like locomotives, and it starts puffing out smoke every hit now.
Yeah,
like
you
a
wanna
train
give
or
it,
something.
like concussive vents to shoot out instead of into him. Yeah, I'd say that'd be a tech use with a minus 10.
All right, so tech use with a plus 20 instead of with a plus 10 instead of a wait. So minus 10, then plus 20, so plus 10. I'm gonna re-roll that. That's a bit better.
Yeah, so you spend a bit and you manage to do that. I will get some mechanics for it later.
All right, cool.
Yep. I'm gonna request something, but I'm probably gonna ask for it once we get out of warp space because this might take the entire day.
I mean, we're heading to the hive world first, or the other world that's in the system first.
Yeah,
right?
it is a hive world.
There's something you wanted to do there.
Get his drugs.
So I believe you guys are heading towards Vindar, the other planet in the system.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We want to try to get some. I want to try to get some spirit going. I already rolled for my other shopping, and from Vindar, I will also get advanced med kits. an Ospec scanner, which is really useful, and a talk
you guys head over
dispenser.
you guys head down to Vindar, and Sator goes and does his shopping.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try and contact someone like in the like in the hub, like the like where all the ships like are gathered, like one like when Hive Cities like where they have like hubs for like for merchants to come down.
Yeah.
And I'll try and get like like related for like getting food to the masses and shit. And I'll just be like,
you want to set up like a trade route to Australia?
Yeah, like a smaller one, but like since it's really close by, I'm just like, hey, let me introduce you to these things that literally shit food for you people.
But by eating metal.
By eating metal, but like you have that, right?
Okay, let's see. What would you roll for setting up like a trade route? I think commerce makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, if you're like doing this via like the merchants rather than through the governors.
I mean, I'll probably get like the governors involved too. Like, I mean, I'm not opposed to just. I don't know if I can just like ring a ding ding the governor. Like, I'm a rogue trader. I have a lot of influence, but like they're busy. They have like an entire planet to take care of.
Yeah, I think it's to be like setting up trade routes and that. With commerce, I'll say you can have plus 10, plus 20. This is like fairly easy to do and you're not in a huge rush.
Yeah.
Are we on a different planet, by the way?
Yeah, we're on Vindar right now.
Well, Vindar.
Unless there's something you'd want to do before you reach there.
Is okay. This is the Forge World?
This is
No.
a
No, this is the Com planet.
Okay.
No context for the watchers what the hell that means.
Come.
I'm not giving you any, I'm just leaving it.
Alright. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
Nice. You get that trade route set.
How much do I get? Do I get any bonus? How much of a finder fee do I get? I also tell them to meet with a man named Fuck You with the Autocratic Republic of.
You give them the coordinate for the orc.
Yeah.
Specifically here. Do not go here. Go here.
Specifically,
Trust me.
specifically, don't go to this area.
Just like doing the like fake winking shit with the goblins. Don't go here if you don't want to laugh. Just wink, 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 wink the entire time. It looks like you're having a fucking stroke.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so you go up and you get that set up. They're gonna get a bit of a trade route going for chickens.
Nice.
Chicken root. Choo choo.
Any
I'd say that would be worth about a 3 profit factor. So altogether, altogether from your adventures on Australia, you got 1 from the chickens that you got, and then 3 from setting up that trade route. So that's 4. Your ship does reduce it by 1, so you gain 4. So you gain 3 even. You're at 52.
Nice.
Would that? I don't think that would have changed any of my.
No.
Unless I rolled. Yeah. Unless my second roll was a 57, it didn't change anything.
Did we gain experience? Because like I wasn't here last.
Yeah, we did last session.
Yeah, you haven't spent
how
it.
much did we get?
You
I'll do it
can
at the end of mine.
you can do it while we are warp traveling.
2010, 2100, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was that.
2100.
Or it was 2150. Let me actually just make sure that the total XP your character has is let me recheck. The total XP has to be 9850.
That sounds about that looks about right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything on Vindar while you're there?
Did Sator get his rejuvenation?
Saito went out and did a bunch of shopping.
I did some
Yeah.
other shopping for other stuff already, basically.
Yeah, he's all done with that off stream.
Anybody want to try and get any of the spirit too?
Did they at all advertise it just like helps improve psychic mentality, or like, you know, I'm assuming like propaganda posters around for it? Try
It's
our
not like advertised everywhere because it's not like average people can't get it, but you do know of it. You know it's a thing, and they do sell it. Because they don't advertise it because 99% of people can't buy it, so there's no point. The people that would want to buy it would already know of it, so.
I think Malachi did want to go ahead and he wanted to ask Bitbug if he would be able to get some mono implants or mono modifications for his little servitor buddy. So that way, instead of having primitive claws, they'd be mono claws.
Yeah, that can be done. Let's see what the thing for mono is.
Mono makes it so that your weapons get like either 1 or 2 pen and then either 1 or 2 damage, and it's no longer considered primitive.
Mono is scarce. I'd say for getting it on the servitor, that would bring it up to rare.
Okay. So they do have it on this planet, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, mono is like everywhere.
mind if I pull up the rarity charts again? I'm trying to calculate everything.
Yeah. I think it's a minus 20.
Hold on. It's like acquisition stuff. That's it. It's not in there.
Something in there.
Where is it? It's not components. Yeah, lads, where did our chart go?
I pinned it somewhere. Is it in rules?
It may be in general. It's
It's in the rules. Rare is minus 10.
okay.
Yeah. So it's rare, that's a minus 10. It's for like a single thing, so that's plus 30. And then if you want to add craftsmanship, so a total of plus 20. Just for getting it.
Is there some way to even get best craftsmanship clause? Like, I'm kind of
best is a minus 30. So you have a total of a minus 10.
okay. How much profit factor we got right now?
52.
52, yeah.
52.
I'm willing to take those odds.
Yeah.
You have a reroll.
Yeah, you can also spend fate to get the plus 10, and that before you roll it as well.
Yeah, I'll just have it be a straight roll, and then might spend the fate on that, and then I'll re-roll that one. There we go.
Nice.
Get it at best quality.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are best quality.
Nice. And so I guess the
quality on melee weapons.
best
you
get a plus 10 to hit and a plus 1 to damage.
I haven't actually put in the stats in the roll 20 yet.
I don't know where the actual servitor is in our thing.
The loots, I think. Yeah, it's in the loot. So what does mono do for the damage?
That's plus 1, but it also now has a additional plus 10 to hit with it.
I'll just add in this later.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't spend all the time doing this.
No worries.
Anybody else doing anything on Vindar?
Not me.
Ops is like setting up the trade route. Sator heads off to do a bunch of shopping.
Yep. Unless we are spending like around 2 days here, I cannot do really anything else.
Unless
Yeah, it's like you could get all this done in like 1 day. Unless there's anything extras.
Unless someone has unless something grabs our attention or calls for us, I don't think there's anything beyond like. I probably keep a few of the chickens on the ship just because I want to keep find other places to sell them because I want to bring these Esqualia back into the Imperium.
Yeah.
Because like that's potentially more profit factor
You can
point
like
for me.
give them a crate of the chicken so they can mess with them and see like how valuable they are and how much they want to do the trade route and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have a few crates of them.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. If nobody else wants to do anything. Yeah, about the only thing like interesting about the world itself is the spirit goo. So unless anybody wants to get some of that, nothing really comes up in the one day that you spend there.
I need
Is Gizme
Oh.
is Gizme going to try to get the spirit goo?
No, I really don't care.
Malachi wants the spirit goo.
Oh no.
So to get it for a single person, that's a plus 30. That'll be a total of plus 20. To get some of the goo.
I'm going to go ahead and retrieve the combat.
So actually, would this be, is Malachi going for like a spa day, or are you going to like get some on the ship?
He's going to have a spa day.
Yeah, I'd say you don't really need to roll for that. You guys have enough money that you can just go for a spa day.
All right.
Yeah, it's. So I don't think you have any fatigue or wounds or anything.
I did have fatigue, but that probably got healed on the transfer ride since I have meditation.
Yeah, so if you did have any wounds or fatigue, that would have healed it all. You can't get critical injuries. Well, that it would help, but it wouldn't fully remove those.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just spend an afternoon having a spa day. Like the spirit goo is weird because like when you basically get a bath of it, you have like a pill that you take first, and like 10 minutes later you're allowed into the bath. And then go in and lower yourself in, and it's like lowering yourself into like red caviar. Like an idea of like the substance of this stuff.
Why
And then-
specifically red caviar?
Because the goo is red.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like the like texture of caviar, but it's all red.
Interesting.
It's like trying to make caviar bleed. Yeah, as you're in there over the course of like 20 minutes, the goo suddenly turns from like this like red caviar feeling to like this grey, like chalky. And you start to feel like really nice as you're in there. The goo slowly shifts, turns all flaky. And it kind of like forms like this like almost like small like layer of like ash in the bottom.
Oh,
At which point you're like, probably trying to get out, there's no goo left.
I'm out of goo. No.
Yeah, you just feel amazing.
Wow.
Feel like you've had like a week of just like prolonged rest and relaxation.
Damn, son. I love it. All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Malachi is feeling extra relaxed and ready for
Yeah. You guys head back and you heading over towards Chloral.
So time for warp travel.
Yeah. You guys
Oh,
head back
yeah,
into the
let's
ship,
go.
head to the end of the system, and then you
Uh,
go. So navigation warp to get an estimate of the travel time.
Yep. What bonuses do I get from the ship and everything? Double checking.
It should be
Because
on
with
the
someone-
ship's thing.
You get a plus 10 to pilot.
So
This is
plus
this is
10 to pilot,
estimating your
pilot
route.
the warp. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just estimating the route, so this is just a flat one, unless you have any
Yeah.
bonuses yourself.
yeah, do I get a plus 10 from the other navigator helping me or no?
Yeah, that is fair. She is there and she would be helping, so yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
How it actually works, it seems that is a navigator does stuff and then after that navigator gets tired, the other one starts working.
Yeah.
In generally, but yeah. Anyway, so warp with a plus 10.
This is your like estimation for the travel time.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm. No, that's Forbidden Lore warp. Navigation warp has the exact same thing, so it's
Yeah.
basically whatever.
Yeah. So you estimate it, and it's gonna be about 4.5 days for you. For the outside. That is, I missed the one. About 54 days.
Uh,
Normal travel.
And now I get with a plus 10 awareness, right?
Yep, plus 10 awareness.
But it would be a plus 20 because she's helping. Also,
Yep.
question. This is what the Auspex or scanner does. It gives me a plus 20 to awareness checks. Would it count here?
No.
I think-
That all specs doesn't work on like galactic scale.
Yeah.
Like scanning a room.
Yeah. So just a plus 20 to awareness.
Navigation warp. And awareness.
This is awareness.
Yeah. I looked at the wrong section.
There we go.
Alright. So you get a plus 20 on the steering wheel, which comes next. So next, I roll something.
Yep.
So what is your stat for navigation warp?
Navigation warp is 71, just like my Forbidden Lore warp, which is why I didn't reroll it.
Meant to secret that, but whatever.
It's whatever, really. You can just make it so that I'm not allowed to reroll, and it's basically the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, navigation warp plus 20 with another plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plus 30. I literally cannot fail this.
Hey, you always fail on 100.
That's not 100.
Alright, so let's see how fast you go then.
Pretty fast.
8 degrees of success. That is reached in a quarter of the time.
Oh boy, it would be almost like that thing where it's like, I feel like if I'm ever going to get a net one in this, is going to be, oh, you literally, in real space, you literally arrived before you left.
No, if extra degrees, like 3 plus degrees is you reach in a
I know, I'm just saying for the funnies.
It takes you 4 times as long. So it can take you over 100 days to get there.
Yeah, I know.
You manage it in 2 weeks.
Alright, and now I have to roll 1d100 plus 20 because I succeeded the third roll.
Yep.
Let me... Okay, here's the slash on this. 1d100. I forgot to add a plus. Oh my god, we have nothing.
Alright, so that's 108. All's well. Well, technically you
all's
can roll
well.
it twice and you can pick the result, but I don't imagine you'd pick something bad if you have that one.
I'm just gonna roll another one.
Roll it
D100
again for
plus-
shits and gigs.
Yep. D100 plus. That's not a plus. That's a minus. That's a plus. 72. What was that?
Whispers in dreams. Evan on board suffers from strange dreams, even his hushed whispers when awake.
Do that
Do you
one.
Do you want?
Do you want warp whispers or do you want all's well?
Do you want warp whispers or do you want all's well?
Take a
I
wild
would prefer
guess.
all's well.
I mean,
Just
All's
between
well.
you and me.
technically,
though-
they don't get any. They don't.
Yeah,
get any
though also warp whispers, I'm pretty sure it can be like, oh, you can get something to what's about to happen in the future, but I'm pretty sure that all's well is better so that we don't risk any insanity and corruption.
Like, hidden truth supportant should the GM wish, or merely be mad ramblings from beyond.
Yep.
Yeah, so you gonna
So
are you gonna
like-
avoid the whispering?
Let's just avoid it.
Yeah. See, you guys head on through. This is only a 4.5 day travel, so you only roll the once.
Yep.
And then to see how well you come out the other side. A minus
Navigation.
warp. So total of minus
Yeah, which
10.
is yep. Minus 10. Boop. Not that great.
Do you want to re-roll it?
How bad would this be?
It's 1.6 degrees of bad. This is for how close to the destination you get. It's just like you're going to be further away than you want. It's going to take you longer to actually get to the planet.
1 degree of failure isn't that bad. It can be worse, so I'd rather not use a reroll. At
You
first.
71. Yeah.
Alright. See? Hey, you mamf out. You find you miscalculated a bit, and it's going to take you like an extra day to get there. You kind of bamf out and realize you're on like the edge of the system. You start to just
Yeah.
real space engines going. Yeah, well, yeah, that happens, and we kind of cut back, see some stuff that happens during the pretty much 2 weeks of traveling within the warp. like gut-wrenching, sucking feeling as you enter it, which all of you are used to enough that doesn't really phase you. And yeah, as you guys go along, Holtz, what are you doing with the Druki in your cells?
I mean, like, I probably have her under like constant watch and guard. So like, there's probably like a walker with a flamer, just like on either end of that hallway. In case shit goes out, and there's a big red button that says
Yeah, they
like,
have a call lead.
And also, yeah, that reminds me. Like, as we were in the warp, I'm just like, wait, there was something I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, I turned to my notes. It's like there was that thing that I needed to send it out there for, and yeah. So I'll hit that big red button to send a walker squad down into the underdecks
Nice.
to take care of another infestation problem. But that's for another session. But I hit that big red button while we're in the warp.
So yeah, as things are going, you get a message from a crew member. Actually no, you don't get that. Gizmek, what are you doing during the first few days?
So this is all during warp travel and whatnot. Gizmek is finally, now that he's done with the fucking sword, he's actually going to start legitimately working on his Death Dread proper here. So
he's taking the tank apart and trying to put the Wraithbone in and all that stuff.
Yeah, sort of that stuff. The basis of it is going to be the forklift and the walker that he was given by the one crewmate who wasn't really happy about just seeing his walker taken over by an orc. But then he's going to start fucking around with shit and figuring out where he wants to put things and whatnot and all that jazz. Basically, he just wants to fucking get this thing up and running soon, but he's starting to work on it during this trip.
Yeah. So let's see, what do you roll for how much progress you're making? Because I don't think you're going to get this fully done within the 2 weeks. Yeah, this will just be a tech use. I'd say from basically making a tank using some Xenos material, that'd be a minus 40. So you're not going to fail, no matter how bad you are. It's just going to take you longer, the more, the fewer degrees you get.
Minus 40. Then plus, I can use my combi tool, and I have my talented, so it comes down to a minus 20 total.
You do also have your Git. You got Grismo.
Yeah, we have Grismo, so is he going to give me another plus 10?
Yeah,
if I have him help me out? Alright.
Yeah, that's
so
the point of you having him.
Yeah, so minus 10 total. Damn, I'm going to use my other reroll for that. Because I want this done sooner. There we go, that's a bit better.
Right. So yeah, so you're going to by the time you finish these couple weeks, you'll be about halfway through done, maybe, give or take.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's a tank that you're basically on your own doing, so you're not making the best progress. As I imagine you're not letting the normal crew help you.
Oh no, they ain't allowed to touch it.
Yeah. But during one bit, so you're trying to sorter this bit of Wraithbone to it and trying to stop it from healing itself as you do. Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Orc?
Eh?
You can talk to the captain, right?
Yeah, any of you can.
I've been looking after the chickens. I've been feeding them.
Yeah.
There's just a thing has happened with the chickens that I think the captain needs to see it.
Hey, what's she?
Know what it is.
Gizmek just points and says, "Show me where the fuck they is."
He leads you over towards these crates. I came over to feed them, and he points this small collection of metal scrap. And I open the thing, and he pulls open the lid. And you see the inside, which before had these 10 or so of these weird chickens. It's now just covered in this green paste.
Oh, that.
Which actually Gizmet, I would say you can roll Forbidden Law Xenos.
Oh, interesting.
Plus 10.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah,
It's,
you
uh,
recognize
that-
this is like spores. This is like how orcs reproduce.
You've been
These are
sneaking
all
into my
like
room again.
spores that are in blood.
What's up with these? These look like orchid spores.
There's orc spores.
Looks like it.
Should we get the captain? They were fine the last time I looked at them.
Do they look like they're actually in like having a bad time, or are they just getting
It's
polluted
like,
by?
there's no chickens. It's just like all of these like this green goo that you know to be like spores that you just like kind of instinctually recognize. Nothing about them looks wrong. They look like they're fine. It's just that the chickens aren't there, which is a bit weird because orcs just casually release spores as they go.
Gizmek like reaches in a little bit and like prods around a little bit. Go ahead and go push your captain. I'll look around here for the time being.
I can't, because I don't have a way to contact him.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you came to me in the first place. Gizmek like pulls out like a rudimentary vox that he was probably given, and he just like clicks it and holds. You probably have a really. What's the ringtone you would have for Gizmek calling you?
Sent straight to voice message.
No. It's probably he has like a specific song for each one of them, and for Gizmek, it's the wheels on the bus go round and round.
So you just start hearing that.
And he just like listens to it for the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round.
Why are you getting all picking up?
And I hit the button. It's like, yes.
Hey, there's something going on with the chickens.
And can you be more specific?
I want you to come down and look for yourself, Captain. Get your butt out of here. I'll be waiting.
I'll be there shortly. And I hang up. It's like, Wander, you have the bridge. I'll be down in whatever bay.
Cargo, probably.
Yeah. I'll be down in
It's
the
probably
cargo
like
bay.
the cargo bay next to the one that Gizmek has taken over.
You head on down. It'll be like 5-10 minutes before you get there. In the meantime, what's Gizmek going to be doing?
He's gonna be looking at these weird things in here, the spores and whatnot that he recognizes as orc spores, and seeing if they're like actually just orc spores.
So looking at them, it's like they're different. They're like similar. So you recognize them kind of like on an instinctual level, like, oh, those are spores. That's where we come from. But they don't look like orc spores. They're similar. There's definitely a lot of similarities to them, but they are different enough that you know that that's not going to spawn Gretchen.
Alright, so I'm gonna be looking at them, and I'm going to give a look-see over like why they might be there and why the fuck they're acting like they are. Like I don't really know what else to describe other than Gizmek tries to figure out what the fuck is going on.
So roll me something for how you're doing it. Up to you what you roll.
I mean, considering it's a Xenos thing, I would assume Forbidden Lore Xenos. I don't have a +10 or anything though.
Yeah, that works.
Wow, I actually succeeded barely.
Yeah, so as you're looking around, so you kind of like look into that one, you like crack open a couple of the other ones. And as you kind of look around, you hear this sound, like go over to that crate, and you see, whereas before there had been 10 chickens per crate, there's now 9 in that one, and there is a collection of those spores like spat in one of the corners. And I think that Gizmek would put it together enough that these things do it weirdly. They straight up pop into spores.
Oh, so this is them
We're not sure why. Like, there's no sign of exactly what causes it. They just apparently pop and turn into spores.
These things are making more of themselves. This is all happening during the warp. Do I assume this is like unrelated to the warp? This is just like their natural way?
I'd say with only 0.6, it could be the warp causing it. You're not entirely sure. but the fact that the other ones aren't freaking out, probably like this point as you're looking in there thinking about that Holtz walks in.
Yeah, soldier.
Oh,
Hey.
what is it that you wanted me to see?
Yeah, soldier. You know how we had normal chickens when we got here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they pull in an orc. In a weird way. Gizmek steps aside and points in.
You're going to have to explain in more detail than that.
I just look!
Are you
Jeez,
saying
you
that
got
they're
eyes!
Bloodthirsty monsters that kill everything on their side.
No, jeez. Why do you humans all think that we are all just violent? I'm sorry, I can't even keep a straight face at my own fucking comment there.
Anyways, that's not important right now. Let's see.
Yeah, they doing the things with the spores.
So they reproduce by spores.
Yeah, but they don't do it the orky way. We just like drop them everywhere. They just like explode.
Collect a sample of it. Collect it. I turn to is there like anyone else around, or is it just me and Gizmek?
Yeah, that's like the crewman that got Gizmek and is the one that feeds them. Just there looking very nervous.
I imagine the med bay would probably be like the place. You have to be someone from the med bay, and make sure they bring a petri dish.
Okay. He runs off. Comes back after a minute with your chief medical guy. I was asked to bring a petri dish.
Yes, I'd like you to collect a sample of some of these spores and attempt to grow them. The rest of them, they'll have to be cleaned up. This might be a bit of a problem. I'm sure Vindar can handle it, but once they figure out what's going on, I can make breeding them much easier.
He collects a sample, like puts it onto the petri dish. Interesting. Well, I'll be sure to tell you the result.
You do that. As for you, when I turn to the other crew member, congratulations. You've just been assigned a new assignment.
Yay!
Observe chickens, and when one of them pops, be sure to clean up the residue of the spores, but make sure that you have a petri dish on hand to collect at least one sample.
Okay, I'll try.
And if any of them if you find any of them outside of their crates or outside of this room, make sure to detain it immediately.
Yeah, if I see any of them, I'll plop them back in the crate. Yeah. Oh, you got somewhere else I should put them.
Put them back in the crate, yes. And make sure that this room is. We should probably make sure this room is sealed. Wouldn't want one of those spores getting into one of the vents.
Well, this seems like a you problem now, boy. Gizmek walks off.
Yeah, do I have a servo skull?
Yeah, you got a ship. You'd have a small collection of servo skulls around.
I just have like a servo skull, just like pop into the vents and make sure that like there's nothing like no spores that like float up into the vents.
There's no sign of any spores that you can see as like any that are outside the crates. Like even going looking for like the gaps in the wood, they all seem to be like in the crate.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep the servo skull like in there, like on watch. And if like
but set up to like ping you if it detects any solid thing moving around.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And for the most part, I just like these doors are to remain closed at all times. You are now a chicken herder. Congratulations. I'll bring you a bed and there'll be food brought to you.
Okay. Should I keep feeding the other ones?
Yes, make sure they receive their meals.
Okay. Yeah. You head off. Gizmo, you just go back to your tank.
Yeah, Gizmek just goes back to his part of the cargo bay and just gets back to work on shit.
Yeah, so like the next day, Hulk, you get a message from the doctor. I blanked on that word. So it's grown. It's not a spore anymore.
That's quickly, huh?
It's like, yeah. See, like, yeah, you get like a picture sent to you of like small. It's like half the size of the other ones that you've seen, but like there's like a chicken just sat on it's like one of his tables, just like chewing on the wall. Should I detain it? I
Yes.
did not expect this.
Put it back with the rest of the creatures.
Okay.
That'll be good to know. If you need any more samples to do any more studies, feel free to collect them from.
Yeah, so I think like with these like experiments, you learn that nothing that really shows what causes them to like pop into the spores, but they never do it when they're being watched. Like he's been like kept an eye on them like all day, and nothing happened. And then he woke up and there was a bunch of spores again. And again, like none of them pop during the day when he was watching, and then again when he goes to sleep, a couple more pop.
So we need shifts. Very well. He now has a buddy who sleeps during the day and watches during the night. He watches during the day and he sleeps during the night.
It's like seemingly So unless they're being watched at seemingly random points, they just pop into spores. And if the spores aren't cleaned up within a day, they bring into just baby chickens.
I don't know why they need to be watched, but interesting.
And they're self-conscious about it, okay? They don't like you watching them pop.
Are you going to ask fucking Malachi or Sector to try to look at them through the warp or something?
No, I don't think he cares that much.
Yeah, so you just have like the spores cleaned up whenever they pop, or you're gonna leave some of the spores because you are now down like 5 chickens.
No, I
Actually, no, you're down like 12 chickens because one whole crate of them pop.
No, well, I mean, like, I'll probably like repopulate the ones that were there, but like, I'll like have them like lab grown. I won't let them grow like randomly. So like, I want to keep track of them.
You start lab growing chickens. Yeah, it's 100% something you can do. You can just put them on a petri dish and then like put the petri dish in a wooden box and let them grow.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
It sounds dumb, but it works. So. That's how the
I just realized. Excuse me. I just realized something. You don't even have to work to feed the workers because they get the food from the chickens.
Yeah, it's like definitely. Part of his job is collecting the shit and then sending it to the kitchen. Although you might end up getting a bit short on scrap metal.
I don't plan on keeping them on the ship for that much.
Yeah.
So
it's fine for a couple weeks as you do. Yeah, the ship keeps plenty around for repairs and that kind of stuff.
As soon as anybody tries to get near the scrap metal that Gizmek is using on his project, he'll probably like threaten them with his fucking like chain axe.
People aren't gonna fuck with the orc. They're leaving you to your shit. If they have any complaints, they would go to Holtz. Yeah. Then probably later on that day, when you found out that the chickens take about a day to grow, you'd get a message from the brig. It's like, Captain, the Eldar is asking to see you. Or the navigator.
What she say, to?
I buzz Sator, your ward is asking for you.
Sator will just go.
Yeah, so you head on down. It's like the guards can like routinely like frisk you and then let you go through. Seemingly
They
not putting much
freak
effort.
me.
Yeah, they're not putting any effort into it. They're just like pat, pat, pat. Seemingly more of like the routine of it than anything else.
They're more just used to it, even though I do. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't have my weapons on me in the ship.
Yeah.
I just have them in the room.
And they know
Other
that,
than
like,
the
your eye is better than any weapon that you can have, and they can't take that
yeah,
off.
other
So-
than
Holy
the
shit! How did your microphone on your phone get even worse over time?
I don't know.
Move your mouth a little bit away from it. You sound like you're just going into like a fucking RC radio. Goddamn shit.
Oh boy. What about now?
Yeah, it's better. Go ahead.
But yeah, so
Alright.
you get through and you see Ira in the cell, and she looks like shit. She's like a lot thinner and paler than she was when she was on the planet. So
Oh yeah, the torture part.
yeah, and she's like, yes, you know,
Mhm.
I need something. I wouldn't ask, but I need to.
Sator is going to call Holt. And what plays when Sator calls Holt?
I have the tiger.
Oh goddamn.
I love that. Is such the dumbest pun, but I love it.
It's the I have the tiger.
There's like everybody that calls Holtz, there's always like a 5-second gap while he sings along before he answers.
Yeah, that's basically what it sounds like.
That's and then he hits the button and it's like, yes, Sator.
Do we have any prisoner who need more punishment than normal?
What do you mean?
The Drukhari need to torture people to keep themselves alive.
Okay. I mean, she's your charge.
Does the guard have a list of why people are in the brig?
Yeah, there's a few people around. There's various things. Like some people that are drunk and disorderly got plopped in there for a couple of days to like learn their lesson. And then there are some like you're in the warp, so people will occasionally get thrown into the prison because they've gone insane or have went on a murder spree for whatever reason. It's like you got 24,000 people on the ship. There's all kinds of people. You basically have a proper functioning prison. It's not really a brig; it's like an actual prison.
No.
Sator will just
Yeah. Just not over the comms, like you could always head down to the underdecks. I have been having a few issues with disappearing guards down there lately. If you feel inclined to solve the issue yourself, you could always go down and.
Well, you can't
Sator
do that.
murders.
That's for the other group to do.
Oh no! I
Sator
can
mur-
go for it if you want to, Zach. This is gonna be good.
Oh yeah,
Sator
you
murders all
send
the
the fucking Dark Elder to join those guys.
Oh god, so Sator murders all of the fucking tyrannies alone.
You don't know what's down there.
Sator just goes to the guard. Alright. Out of these prisoners here, who would you call the worst? Except for the Dark Eldar.
Yeah, you'll have to like go through a couple because he's like, I've just been watching her. I haven't really been dealing with the others. Yeah, you like go to the person who kind of oversees the brig, and yeah, you get a list of like the worst people.
I just pick one. I just like bong them. No, I just fucking teleport in there. I cannot do that because I cannot reasonably. The thing, how the my teleport works, I can only go inside.
Do you want to teleport?
I can
while
only.
you're in the
No.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to try?
No.
Do it.
It'll be
Can't
fun.
teleport more than one person, is what he's trying to say.
No, I cannot teleport in a place where I could not reasonably go. That's why I
You could
cannot
not
teleport in a
reasonably
prison cage.
get inside of the cells without a key.
Yeah, because I think you're not actually teleporting, you're just slipping into a different timeline
Yeah.
where you are in that place.
Yeah. So I would ask one of the guards that I need I would just tell them that I need one of these prisoners for something. Oh, and
Yeah.
I also need a key for the Eldar captain's orders.
Yeah, so they do call Holtz to verify it because this is the prison. They have to make sure. But yeah, presumably Holtz verifies that. Like, let Sator do whatever.
Yeah, Sator has top authority when it comes to the Drukhari.
Yeah, they get one of the prisoners out, have him like properly tied up, like Hannibal Lecter style.
Yep. He goes back to the.
Chianti. Yeah, this guy gets wheeled over to the Drukhari.
to her. Yeah, I give her a random, just a normal ass knife, and I make sure that she's not tied and everything. And I say, do whatever you want with him.
I assume that you don't have her tied up in the cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Sator gonna stay there, or are you gonna like leave?
No, I'm gonna leave. And I recommend the guard that you shouldn't stay that close. You probably don't want to hear what or see what will happen in there.
Yeah, it's like it's like an hour later, somebody goes in to collect the body. They do not talk about what they found. So this ends up being like every few days kind of thing. As she went like a week and was in absolute shit. And everyone's like, oh, they don't need to mind that much. Okay, I don't need to suffer that far. Every few days,
I imagine that eventually the guards get sick of it and start having the servitors carry out the bodies because they don't want to see any more of the
It'll be like after the first time, once it's established, like, oh, this is going to be a thing. Can we get the servitors to do that? I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
The fucking lobotomized motherfuckers that don't care.
God damn it.
So like every couple of days, a guard like wheels in one of the worst prisons to her, hands her a knife, leaves briskly.
Why are we allowing this on our ship, by the way?
Because Sator gave the permission to Sator, and Sator's saying she can do it.
Sator's responsibility. Holtz takes responsibility for this.
It's Sator's pet.
God.
And it is, to be fair, it is something that she does need to do to not die.
She's taking the lives of multiple people. And granted, they are the worst people, but taking the lives of multiple people just to save one life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so from like it's literally like how much does Sator value her? And Holtz is keeping his original promise of like, yeah, you can basically have whatever you want so long as it's in my power. So you want the Drukhari? All right, fine, but that's your shit.
You gotta walk them, you gotta feed them.
Yep.
We might just want to fucking.
You gotta let her torture
leave
people.
her. Yep, we might just want to leave her sometime on some other planet, but yeah, this is not the time for that.
I mean, if you don't want her anymore, we're killing her. Like there's not a way for her, but she leaves the ship alive. Like
True.
And that's why I have a pet servitor scorpion. They're easy to maintain.
Yeah, so outside of that, is there anything else that anybody would be doing over there? Other than having a prisoner delivered to the Eldar every few days?
I do want to do something with Gizmek.
Alright.
So I will come in his... Oh boy. Alright, so I come in his room while he's building his tank, I assume.
Yeah, he's still... So he's not building a tank, he's using the tank as parts to build a Death Dread, which is more like a mech.
Yeah. Well, looks like you sure got your hands occupied there.
Yeah, now I can focus on it now I'm done with Malarkey's sword.
Do you mind doing another small experiment for now?
Oh god damn it, another one!
Don't worry, this won't take as long as that, hopefully.
What is it?
Should I just...
No, I only respect you because you got the 3 eyes, right?
I know. Alright, so basically, I already told this to Trisky, but I need to also explain it. I want to try to use the Wraith Bone to create small to use the Wraithbone in the Tox dispenser and connect the Tox dispenser to my power fist. Yep.
Not really would work because the power fist has
No.
like a power field around it, so a poison just wouldn't get a chance to hit anything.
No, I'm going to also not to the power fist directly. It's in the power fist, but I'm connecting it to two blades which are coming out of the power fist, made out of Wraithbone. Two small
Wraithbone
blades which don't.
Making this some weird ass fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So, the thing of Wraithbone isn't sharp, and you can't really sharpen it because it heals.
Mm.
So it's not really the best material to make a blade. Like,
What would be
there are ways of doing it, but you guys aren't Wraithfingers.
true. Then could I just do that with some other material?
So you could get a normal blade and put a Tox dispenser in it.
Hmm.
Sounds about right.
Eh. Anyways.
Just go and grab like a big ass chopper nearby that he's been like. I imagine Gizmek in his boredom, like every now and then we'll get bored of working on the big project and we'll just make like some random chopper or some shit. And he'll have like a small batch of like these really rudimentary choppers that aren't worth jack shit that he just makes basically like whittling.
So basically I can't really connect that much things to the power fist because it is made out of because it has a power field. Right? Alright.
Yeah, so you can't really... A Tox dispenser won't work on a power weapon because it has like an antimatter field around it, so poison would just get destroyed like anything else that you stab.
Alright, understandable then.
Look at that bayonet to that fancy pistol of yours. Just pointing at your Archaeotech pistol and just holding up a chopper. Get out of bayonet to that.
No.
Oh, come on, it could use a good stabber. Weak.
I punch Gizmek might make you powerful. I'm not.
Gizmek would punch back much harder.
If you were not dead.
You say that like you can kind of hurt him.
Yeah.
It has a passive unarmored soak of 10.
I still have 8 pen and 2d10 plus 4 damage with a power fist.
Yeah, and then I have a total of 16. You could hurt me, but it would not end in your favor because I'd pull out double weapons and fucking melt you. You don't want to attack the orc for not being able to fucking make your power fists good. It's just like, you can put a fucking bayonet on that. Yeah, and make it all orky. You're just like, no, he's just like, wake. That's the entire reason you're threatening to punch a fucking orc.
I'm fucking joking anyway. My apologies for wasting time.
I know, whatever. It's so funny to me. Anywho, he's just like, yeah, no, I can't do it. Fucking power field wouldn't let it happen.
What about just making the fucking power fist more bulky with the Wraithbone then?
I mean, it's not really going to statistically change anything. I'd probably like add some armor to that arm.
I'm fine with that.
All that would do.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So you can count unarmored as having 3 armor.
Unarmored having 3 armor.
Yeah. So you can put other armor on top, but like, yeah, if you ever don't have your armor, that arm will have 3 armor because of all the Wraithbone on your power fist.
I'll just place that over with my armor for it is on my
yes,
left arm.
It's on your left arm, so you gotta increase that by 3.
No.
Yes, you don't stack armor.
Yeah.
You take the best of whatever you have equipped.
All right.
So if you have armor, you'll still have 3 armor on that arm. But yeah, while you have an armor, you have like flak over top, so anything that can get through your armor will get through the Wraithbone.
It's the highest armor wins, basically.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
Otherwise, you're gonna put on like 10 sets of plate mail and be invulnerable to everything.
I'm just wearing like 20 fucking suits.
Yeah, it's wear like 10 xenomesh vests and have like 50 AC. Or 50
Yeah.
armor, not AC. Yeah. Anything else you guys are doing during the warp travel?
I don't think Malachi can use his psychics, considering
Yeah.
that it's in the
You
war.
can, but just more dangerous.
I'm assuming that they would be all considered just doing normally would be at push level.
Yeah, you'd effectively, it counts as like you'd trigger on anything except doubles.
No
So you might
worries.
as well push because you're in
Okay.
the
Mal-
demon foot away.
Luckily, Malachi's got nothing to do, so he's all good.
I'm pretty sure at some points randomly, Gizmek would drag him aside to play a game of Regicide, lose, and then get pissed about it, but that would be about the extent of it.
If I do this, you're gonna do this. If you do this, if you do this, if you do this.
Stop reading my head!
It's like a couple weeks of warp travel passes with the occasional dealing with chickens and feeding the Eldar passing. Yeah, you guys reach the system. And you find you're a bit further out, so it takes you an extra day to get to the planet. You do, and you come to this like blue with a slight purple tinge, just ball in space, which is the planet of Chloral. Yeah, so I believe the planning for Chloral was effectively some shopping.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Oh,
But is there anything which will...
It's kind of like, as you get close enough, you would get like, the planet would kind of send you some info for like, oh, how to find out where you want to go. This is what each of the 4 cities does. Where are you going? Like, each one had its own specialization.
Oh, so we have to pick one to go to, or can we split up?
You have a bunch of shuttles, so you can go down to each one. It just like things you're like, oh, this is what all the different Forge worlds do. Whatever you want, go to the one that specializes in it, because the other ones will not have it.
Malachi would like to, at least if you guys want to come along, to the Imperial, the sort of ship manufactorum. If you could.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys would have like, there's a space dock. It's like that's not on the planet, that's in space. Like,
Okay.
you don't build planets, you don't build ships built for 0G on a planet because they can't take off.
Of course, of course.
But they can build parts and then ship them up.
Yeah, they build parts, ship them up, and then they get built. So yeah, if you want like a part, you can go to one of the cities. If you want like them already built, you would go to like the dock.
Malka wants. Wait, so the ones that.
So if you want to go to IKEA, that's on the ground. If you want to buy a wardrobe, that's in space.
Okay, Malka wants to go to the one in space then.
Okay.
So Melka is doing his
Holtz
space shopping
wants
part.
to head down to IKEA, basically, because like they're going to be building things, and he also wants to sell more chickens.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm also going to be heading down because I want to get bionics and stuff.
Yeah, there's a place that does like enhancements.
Yeah.
Does Mech want to buy anything?
Like I was saying, I'm going to be trying to get more shit related to maybe fucking improving this whole thing. But basically, what the biggest thing that he's looking for is like combi tools can work so well, but I'm assuming that there would be something a little bit more intended for bigger work that he might be trying to.
Which does sorry that I'm interrupting. There is something which does actually give you tech use. It's a mind impulse unit.
Yeah. Also, Gizmek's sort of interested at this point in potentially starting to get mechadendrites.
Alright. Well, you'll probably want the rogue trader to come with you for that, considering you're an orc.
Yeah.
So that you have to go around of Holtz while he does his thing before you can go and get that stuff.
Yeah, so he's got to accompany Holtz, but all the while he's got to be like, yeah, after this, can we go do this?
of course, Gizmek.
Good.
So Holtz, you like heading for like the capital, or you heading to somewhere else? Chickens.
I'll start with the capital. I'll ping the governors like, because I can, and I'll just be like, I have something that you might be interested in, and by governor, I'm assuming it's a fabricator of some sort, because it's important.
Yeah, it's looking up what the actual rulers of Forge World.
They're Mechanicus planets for the most part.
Yeah, I just can't remember what like the leaders are called.
Fabricator, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because it's the Fabricator General. Yeah, we'll just go with that, and if I find out something later, then we can retroactively change it. Yeah. You head down. Yeah. You head to Clorix, which is the capital. Yeah. You set up a meeting with the Fabricator.
Yeah, and I'll just have like a crate of chickens and wood.
Yeah. So you have like a bunch of menials, a bunch of your crew just like carrying this crate. I assume you set one up so that it has like holes in it so people can look through to stop them from popping.
Yeah.
Doing like a wood mesh crate. Yeah.
It's like basket woven.
Yeah. They have like a big basket holding 10 chickens. And yeah.
And I'll just have them bring it in and set it down. I'll open up the crate temporarily to pick one up, and I'll say, Fabricator, this will solve all of your. This will solve a lot of your problems.
Unlikely. We have few problems.
Yes, but do you have any spare scrap metal that you don't necessarily need?
Metal is not to be used for scrap. It is a holy instrument of divine will.
Demonstration purposes. You'll see what I mean when you see what this.
Just give him like a bit of loose metal.
So I flicker for a minute, and then a servitor comes through holding this like plate of metal.
And I just let the chicken do its thing.
Yeah, so you hold the chicken up to the plate, and it starts like drilling out a section. It's like, that is most interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. Time for the servitor. The eyes flash, and the servitor walks off.
It gets better. You see, this metal, when this creature ingests metal objects, its excrement is edible by humans.
Interesting. Do you know the caloric properties of this excrement?
Yeah, it looked like this. Gizmek just describes it because I honestly forget.
The visual description is not what I requested.
How much of it you need? Let's see. The place where I got it from, they ate about a bowl of it.
Do you have a sample for me to test?
You get one for you in maybe a day's time. Just needs a shit.
Do we have any on board? I imagine I could just go to
you have some.
Yeah, just
You could have a bit sent down.
Yeah.
Probably you arranged to have some sent down, and while they're halfway there, one of them shits. It's like, oh, there it is.
Yep. There you go.
It's gonna scoop some up. Seems stare at it, puts a thumb into it. One of the mechadendrites comes in, just sticks into it, flashes for a minute.
Analyzing its components and whatnot.
The acceptable substitute for many nutrient pastes. It would be useful for the non-mechanicum.
Indeed. I could, and for a small.
You cut out.
Sorry. Yeah,
and
for a small fee.
For a small finder's fee, I can tell you exactly where to find these and how to breed them.
What finder's fee do you request?
Well, my astropath has been looking for a specific gaming chair. He's a big fan of it.
Gosh dang it. You had to say gaming chair.
Hey, what's me one of them pro MLG Fortnite players?
Yeah. I was actually looking more for a discount on an astropath choir for.
Oh. Wait, no, Malachi was going over to the thing to actually go buy. Oh.
Yeah, Malachi is doing that. And they're arranging a discount now to get one.
Oh.
You guys should talk more.
You should. We should talk about this.
Oh yeah, do you want me to phone up Malarkey?
Sure, phone up Malarkey.
What's Malarkey's ringtone for Gizmek?
For Gizmek? That's a good question. It'd be like I am an orc and I'm grumpy nuggets, something like that.
Grumpy Gitch. Grumpy Gitch. It's probably just something you recorded on him singing, like, on his own, like,
While he's in the
secretly,
shower. He just went ahead and recorded that.
Like it's
implying I shower.
Yeah.
I like how we both have the same idea.
literally a living mushroom. Why would he clean himself?
Fair.
But yeah, Gizmek is prone to, like, while he's working every now and then starting to sing, like, fucking sea shanty kind of shit you've learned. So he will sing shit like that on occasion.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you call him up.
Yeah, he calls you up.
Yes. Gizmek. I'm just stepping off the shuttle. How can I help you?
Yeah, we got this other bitch that we've been talking to. I don't know why I said bitch. Yeah, we was talking to this git and it relates to you. I think Mr. H wants to talk to you. And Gizmek just tosses the phone to Holtz without any extra warning.
His agility is high enough. I think he can catch it.
Yeah.
So snatches it out of the air. Low key impressed with himself for me being able to do that on reflex, but he's like, Malachi, I'm talking with the Fabricator General here. I'm arranging a potential.
Inaccurate. I am merely Fabricator. I am not the Fabricator General.
My apologies, Fabricator. I'm arranging a deal with the Fabricator of this planet, and potentially a discount on a ship component on Astropath Choir. Would that be something you're interested in?
I mean, I was just going to go ahead and purchase a chair myself, but if you're insisting, then by all means.
Well, I figured it would be easier to...
Just take the present, Malarkey.
You know what?
I forgot a thing. Kind of like a quick rewind. Holtz, you should roll a thing. God, what would the roll be?
I don't have the skill. I can't roll it, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it would be. He's like to recognize something as you come in. I guess like common law Imperium with a +10.
With a +10, all right.
Yeah.
This is basically 50. 2.6 degrees.
Yeah. So as you came in, you would have noticed that like the STF, the SDF, like the Space Defense Force, the like navy around the planet, is a lot smaller than you're used to. It looked like it was like bare minimum what you need for a planet, whereas normally, especially mechanical modes, have a lot larger fleets. There's like a thing that you would have noticed as you came in that I forgot to have you do before.
Does that change anything, or did you really want to tell us that, Zach?
No, I just remembered it and was really pissed that I forgot to give you that beforehand.
I don't mean to interrupt, but...
Lord!
Lore!
Lore!
I am a big boy, I'm smart!
Lore!
Very important later, and if I don't do it now, I won't remember to do it later, so...
Lore!
Sator, move the fucking microphone away from your mouth. You sound like you want to eat my brain.
Fuck
Anyway.
you.
Yeah.
What brain?
Moving on.
Yep.
So I was out of character. I just wanted to make it slightly easier on the roll since it's going to be like
A minus 21, I believe, we came to the conclusion.
if that's at all possible. Or,
Yeah, you're giving up the chickens. Yeah, they're like arranged to have it sent over. So yeah, I'll say roll it with just a flat roll, and like getting a failure won't mean that you won't get it. It means it'll take some time to actually get it, because I mean he'll need to build one rather than having one ready.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do... I got the... Actually, Malachi is going to go ahead and basically flavoring to how he's putting in like a +10 from his fate points. He's going to be like, sort of chatting. He's using his fellowship in a sense. He's a master orator. He's able to go ahead and, as well as, to telepathically just sort of, yeah, you know what? I really need this chair. It's going to be great use for trading and also be helpful for, like, you know, the future of this planet, blah, 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 bullshit out his ass. So he's going to go ahead and make a roll. Oh. 16. So...
Just barely.
Okay.
No. That was with a plus 10 to it. Basically,
yeah. I'm forgetting things. So yeah, so you roll a 6 with a target of 52, so that's 4 degrees. 3 degrees. Yeah, 4 degrees. I'm bad at math. 4.6 degrees.
Damn, the orc's better at math than him.
A lot of degrees.
See, it's just as like Holtz and I talking there, it's like, yes, we have had several made. One of them is of sufficient size for your ship.
If we could get that installed. I do have some other things that I would like to inquire about, but...
Yeah, like the eyes blink and it's like, those on the docks have been informed and will oversee the acquiring of this steel ship.
On a related note, would you happen to have any, like, ship weapons, macro cannons? Not just standard quality, but like improved quality. I'm looking specifically for. Let's see. I'm looking for a Mars pattern.
I think you already have those.
Yes, but I'm looking for better quality. I'm looking for like good or best quality.
I don't think there is quality for ship weapons.
There are. They're just expensive as fuck.
Are there?
Oh.
Let me see.
Follow the same rules for. I forget.
And Zach, since I don't mean to interrupt, since kind of Malachi just kind of went to this docs, just said, "Oh, we're already getting the thing you want." And he's just like, "All right, can he go back to the planet and like meet up with Holtz and say,
yeah, you can like get back on the shuttle and head down to them."
All right, sweet. Yeah, that's happening. You guys are good.
Like, we could attempt so, but unfortunately our ability, we do not have many quality ship-based weaponry constructed. And yeah, so that wasn't me fucking up, that was you heard him be like, yeah, you heard him start that sentence, stop, and then say something else.
Could you repeat that?
We do not have many high-quality ship-based weapons constructed currently. We could attempt to produce some with resources, but it would take a short time.
Is that perhaps related to the minimal the skeleton defense force you have above your planet?
Yeah, there's like a short pause, and he's like, the eyes flicker. Negative. Our fleet is perfectly adequate for the protection of this planet.
Yeah, you ain't got enough, Doctor.
The Adeptus Mechanicus is known for its incredible machines, and normally the skies are filled with these tributes to the machine god. Yet when I came into this planet, why, I think I only saw one very small cruiser.
You would have seen like an actual fleet. It wasn't just like one ship. There's enough around. It's just significantly smaller than you would have expected. To clarify for that, there wasn't just one ship.
Yeah, it's like you've seen like one small skeleton fleet.
Yeah. It is sufficient for defending. There have been small skirmishes that have depleted the numbers, but nothing that is dangerous for the planet.
This place gonna be fucked once you get some orcs in here.
Fabricator, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you. I'm a rogue trader. My job is I'm not the Inquisition. You don't need to hide things from me.
We do not require assistance.
Yeah, let me see if I can speak with him a little bit nicer.
Oh, you want to try this? Okay.
Yeah.
This ought to be entertaining.
Gizmek is going to like crack his knuckles and pull out like. So one of the things I would like to get set up is can I make a narrative declaration of a sort from earlier, like just posthumously say that I did this because I feel like it would be something Gizmek would do. And that would be like making a small speaker system that he can put on like his shoulder and plug into to actually speak like secret tongue tech properly, like to speak their tongue properly.
Technolingua.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It won't be the best since that is just like you just made it in like an hour, just like beating something.
It's orky.
Yeah, you've smashed
But
that together.
It's gonna be orky levels of technolingua putting out this condensed hyper speech fucking technolingua. And Gizmek's gonna talk to him and basically try and translate.
It's just his static.
Yeah. I'm gonna speak to them in their own language. We try to tell them that their air force is full of shit, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, and then in technolingua, your air force is full of shit. Why is that?
Our space defense fleet is perfectly adequate for the protection.
Yeah, stop kicking around. You got a little tiny ass fleet up there. Any significant force would fucking crump it. And if you get that fucking coming at you, then you ain't gonna be so happy. Why is your force all fucking tiny? That ain't sufficient. That's bullshit. This is all coming across in techno-lingo with all the coarseness of an orc embedded into the code.
What would you roll for this?
Can I use that as an intimidate? Just like, give us the information or I'll crump you.
I'll say intimidate with a minus 30 or 20.
So I have a 77 on intimidate before I add in my disturbing voice. I don't think the size hulking would necessarily do anything. So, are you going with a minus 20?
He's also probably hulking.
Yeah, I'd say a minus 30 with this guy.
Alright.
So it's
See if I can match this.
Especially with
Nope.
this.
Nope.
I don't have any more rerolls left.
Yep.
It just kind of like looks at you. It's like, there is no known threat that would require a larger fleet. What we have is sufficient for the protection of the planet.
Oh, these guys
There have
talking some
been
right
four
bullshit.
skirmishes, but nothing that threatens anything.
Why haven't you replenished what you lost from them skirmishes then?
We are in the process of doing so. Ships take significant time to produce.
Well, you might want to hightail that shit, you fucking mechanicum bums. Gizmek sort of like in between just translates like how the conversation is going to hold.
There's
Every now
no
and
need for you to concern yourselves. The machine god has this well in hand.
You said he was a fabricator. Is there a fabricator, General?
He is currently... They are on Mars. That was me fucking up. They don't... Yeah. They reside upon Mars.
Oh, yeah. Alright, never mind then. Basically, if we had known that, I wouldn't have asked.
I don't think Gizmek would have known that.
Oh, so your big shots are all the way out there. That's a bit of a ride, isn't it?
I'm not sure I understand what you are saying.
Yes, it's on the other side of the galaxy.
Oh, so he ain't doing that. Okay. He's not just like doing his thing, and he just like through the stack. He's just like he sort of thinks for a moment and thinks how much more he cares about all this, then realizes he doesn't, and he's just like, all right, so ignoring that, I need to get some shit to help me make some shit back on the ship. You got any nice fabricating shit that you could sell me right that I could use for tools that will do a little bit better than this thing? And he holds up the combi tool.
We do not fabricate using excrement.
It's a matter of speech.
You would be wise to speak accurately.
Oh, you fuckers. I need nice tools to make my Death Dread mech on the ship. Do you have anything that would be more significant for building larger scale technology than this combi tool I have in my possession right now, which could be sold to our crew? You fucking upright git.
Those can be acquired. Yes.
I just realized I spat all over my fucking monitor.
You're method acting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he's just like, so what was the answer again? I was too busy paying attention to the spit. Yes?
Yes,
All right.
you can get those.
All right, where am I going to get those?
Like, yeah, like the eyes blink and then you see coordinates show up on your thing.
All right, cool. His mech turns to Holtz and is just like, these guys are fucking dumb. All right, let's go.
Business with me.
I'm going to also ask the fabricator. Would that also be the location to get other bionics and stuff? I think
Yeah,
that
you
I
was here the
am.
entire time. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you was off to somewhere else. Oh yeah, sorry. What did you say? I thought you were somewhere else buying something.
As the fabricator, would that also be the place to bring bionics and others of the kind?
Bionics are the specialization of. It just has this like string of numbers.
I can just translate that for him, right?
Is like you guys are recognized from the digital pamphlets that you got for the planet as one of the hive cities. Only the capital has like a name in Low Gothic. The rest are only in Technolingua. So it's just like a big string.
It's just such a weird ass name. All right, yeah, that.
Yeah, access to not name them. You can get it 0011110011011011001 in like an hour. No, an hour. It's like a couple minutes of that.
Oh boy.
And he would have said it in Technolinguist. It's like you can get it.
Gizmek?
Yeah, I know where we're going. Just follow me.
Well, fabricator, I can't say I didn't extend my offer. So, on that note, do you have any personal flyers, like anything of the sorts of not an Aquila, but something more higher end?
Yes, we have. God, what are they called? Zach is completely blank. What the hell?
we only had like an Aquila, right? Or is that what we want?
Yeah, it'd be like surface to ship transport or something like that. There's some kind of fancy ass name that he would use for it.
Alright, I'm probably gonna look into those, you know.
Right. Yeah, you can look into upgrade that stuff.
Oh yeah, buy me one of them too. Fucking Gizmek gets his own ship, paints it red.
It might. Those are getting more than one at a time. Might be a bit of a challenge.
Well, say if you can. Gizmek says, turning to you and then just continuing to wander off in the direction. Because after I'm done with this Death Dread of mine, I'm going to need something to carry it around in.
I will attempt to buy one, and then if I get that one, I will attempt to buy the other one.
Yeah, you can just you can actually.
We can do that
into,
off the thing.
Yeah. I think at this point we're probably like about the right point where it's just gonna be like shopping for the next hour.
Yeah, basically.
Watchers want to see.
So we just keep 4 and do the shopping after the session, I assume.
Yeah.
Well, so we have like the shopping happens. Depending, you guys might spend like getting that installed. You probably spend like a day or two here, and then you guys head out of system to travel wherever you're next going. And as you're heading to the edge, there's like an asteroid belt around the system. And as you get you're getting close to the edge of the system, you're like passing quite close to the asteroid belt to get like the closest way out of the system. And then Wanderer picks up some ships splitting off of the asteroid belt and coming on an intercept course coming towards you.
Multiple ships.
2 of roughly the same size as you.
Pirates.
And then at that would be the cliffhanger, and we cut to credits.
Oh, and I think I know what this might be. Well, thank you everyone for coming by. This has been Gizmex Scrap Mango, the Gizmex Show. Thank you for joining me, rest of the cast.